Okay, so say we're playing some Satisfactory. And because the last restart didn't go so well, we'll do this one. Let's just call this new one. Then we'll start. Let me just pull my chair in there. Hi, welcome. Okay, come on, you darn thing, start up. So, in Satisfactory, it's like 3D Factorio, as I've probably said before. Or it will be once I can start this. Can't tell if this is lag or if it's just being its typical self. Oh, are you serious?
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis.
An untouched alien planet. Stuff it all in our pants, I guess.
Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation.
And then we will pretty much...
That's it. Get to work
pillage
and
the
be
village,
effective.
and then send that up
Warning,
into
planetfall
space
imminent.
so that
Please
I
remain
don't know
seated
what
during
I'm
full
going at here.
procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3,
We're basically
2,
just going to destroy the
1.
planet.
Planetfall
And
procedure
that's the item.
initialized.
The flashlight tool there is a builder. At least I think it is. The start of the game is pretty slow, to be perfectly honest, but it gets faster as it leads in to bigger things. So where we're gonna land this time?
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
What's that doing?
Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Okay, can you disappear now? So the reason there are presents around is because it's the
Welcome to Planet Massage
event.
2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of
Gotta
Akija.
grab this.
I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Is my thing plugged in?
Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as
We're
the
gonna need to
hub.
grip and grab all this.
Note,
all
Fix-It
these leaves.
Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
Because our first fuel source will be biofuel. Yes, that does imply that we will be burning alien bodies as fuel eventually. But we're gonna get to that in due time, I promise you. Everything you see here will someday be made of iron, concrete, plaster, and rebar. Okay, what did it say? Hold F. Let's find
All
a suitable
important
place to
Fix-It
start.
data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
All tutorials, press X to open the codex. Where's X? Here's X.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fix-It Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fix-It regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Yeah, we get a taser as our first weapon. This becomes a stun baton.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron.
And you will probably
Note:
see
the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
what we're going to need this against pretty soon here. First we need to get iron. This actually takes place on a set map. Much like Subnautica does. So, oh, there's the bum holes. Ah, it bounced me. Okay. Where's the others? There's gotta be others around here. I personally like this starting area because it's relatively open and flat.
Fourth objective. Build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
You can't even mine this stuff until you, with big miners, until you, what was I gonna say? Let's build that here.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature
What's it saying
Hub
again?
Terminal.
I can't even finish a thought.
Fifth objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Now, normally this could go a lot faster if we had more hands. But I made this a private room, so no one's gonna be playing this with me, unfortunately. We start off by just doing everything by hand. My first playthrough, I thought that this button was going to explode if I held it down for too long. But thankfully that doesn't happen. I need a lot of iron ingots. To start off with. Here's the hub terminal, which is where we set our stuff up. First we need 10 iron bars. It tells us up here what we need behind chat, which I probably should have put somewhere else. Now we get tier upgrade 2. And for that we need more.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. 6th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
We're gonna build one of these here. This is the first step to automation. I think we only need one portable miner at the moment. Let's see which of these is. That's normal quality. There's 3 types of nodes in the game. But right now we only have access to normal nodes. The node quality determines how much ore you'll get per mining cycle. And that's a power slug up there, which we will get to in due time. Power slugs can be used to overclock your machines. Overclocking is a really tricky business here, because the more power you use, the more likely you are to trip a breaker. When you trip a breaker and everything's connected to one power source, as I learned in my first playthrough, everything shuts down. The factory grinds to a halt. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh no. Hey, back off. Didn't even see him. So initially, that's a huge problem before you get like a longer range weapon. And unfortunately, the chainsaw cannot be used as a weapon, sadly. It's only used for clearing stuff out. So while that's mining, we're going to go back over here. We just need 20 more ingots, or plates, I mean. No, it's rods that we need. Or 10 more. We also have storage on us. Right here. The next thing we need to do is make this.
Congratulations,
I think a
you have
bioreactor.
unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Burner,
Or biomass
Scanner
burner.
Feature Copper,
place it, don't
New
get too
Buildings and Recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 7th
is what we were gathering
objective,
the leads
complete
for.
Hub Upgrade 3. Note, connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Let's see what we need here. The smelter is, oddly enough, the first thing you unlock instead of a mining device. But once you get the smelter, you can automatically actually smelt the stuff this thing gathers. It stops once it has a stack of 100 of whatever it's mining. So you constantly have to be checking back, and these can be used as healing items. I should probably do that though. One nut restores half a health bar point. You get more efficient healing items later too. Next we'll be getting some copper. Let's see where the copper... I think I remember the copper is actually up there. That's what we need for wire. I just equip this because those creatures usually guard these large resource deposits. And why did I say that? Look at this guy here. Ow, he bounced me again. Just back off. Hey, I just healed them. Hey! How are you so agile? He see me. Now he's dead. I gotta say, all these alien worlds are incredibly weird. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Oh, he's right there. Hey, I dodged him. There's another one over there. You can get his carcass too, or carapace. Uh-oh, lag. Lag is not good. Especially when dealing with these guys. Ow! Hey! It's not a good thing if you die early on. What I've learned last time. Because when that happens, you end up, you end up losing your Xeno Zapper and everything else that you have on you. And that's a big problem, because when you need to go after and get your stuff, usually when it's by what just got you killed, like these things are about to, you will end up getting attacked and lose extra health the moment you get it back. So that's iron. It's a pure node though. I think the copper was right up here. Yes, this is the copper. It's pure too. Oh gosh, ow. I cut him off. Where are these guys? Oh, he's gonna headbutt me off the edge. Where'd he go? Did he just jump off? Ow! He's right down there. Yeah, stay back. Man, what I wouldn't give for a prawn suit right about now. Wouldn't this game be crazy in VR? You have to completely rework the enemies, though. Oh, did you know there's an arachnophobia mode? There's these spider-like enemies that are in here. They usually lurk in cave areas and underground passages. But they can also lurk in some fallout fields like that. They are not pleasant, especially the higher level ones. Because the enemies in this game have level tiers that determine essentially how difficult they will be to beat and how much damage their attacks do. Higher tier enemies are more painful naturally and require more skill to beat. They also have more health which is something I need more of, like now. That means you have to avoid them. Great. Where am I gonna find those are poison pillars. These towering things. They typically block off some areas of the map, and if you go in, you start taking damage immediately. Because obviously, they're poisonous. But right now, let's get this power slug. And hold on to that for a bit. Nighttime is also kind of difficult to navigate. Thankfully, I don't recall it lasting all that long. I think every day new consumables grow, or maybe every other day. So you're never gonna be, hopefully, unless you engage literally everything you come across, like I just did, too low on health. Wait, did my health regenerate on its own? Because sworn I was down to 1 heart, or maybe I ate something. Our next order of business is to get smelters. Naturally. Then we can automate this ingot making process. We need more than 20 of these. And 20 iron plates. And for iron plates, you need 2 ingots. Or maybe you need 3. Yeah, you just need 3 of them. Probably shouldn't have put all those iron plates in there. That's definitely much to worry about. Why the heck do I need copper wire and iron rods for, a smelter? Again, this is in Minecraft, so I'll just make a bunch of this, shoot, I made too much. I'm an idiot sometimes. We need 8 of these to properly make our smelters. Great. We can make 1 smelter now, I think. Maybe we can make 2. It's a good idea to put these smelters really close to the stuff they're about to smelt, for obvious reasons. Now let's connect this power line up there. Now we just have to dump some of the stuff we've gathered into here. Biomass burners are your basic means of getting power. They won't provide you for in the long run though, because pretty soon you'll need to start unlocking more efficient means as your factory progresses. They also don't draw power when your machine is stopped, so they're incredibly energy efficient. this lock panel here is for overclocking. I think I should make another portable miner too. And also get this out of my inventory. Portable miners can be changed into actual mining devices later. Which we should be getting in tier 4. So let's upgrade this now. And start mining something up here.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
For portable miners.
8th objective, complete hub upgrade 4.
Concrete's the
Note,
base.
use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Are you saying something, Ada? Yeah, power poles expand the power network. Yeah, whatever. Seen all this before on my YouTube channel in Season 1, which is still being uploaded. This is part of Season 2, hopefully. My content creation is kind of a cluster fudge right now. With me just finding out recently that YouTube is screwing everyone who's a minor content creator over. In no small part because you need over 1,000 subscribers to earn sufficient money, and they pay 6 to 7 cents, I think, per view. It's a fraction, a very small fraction of what they're earning themselves. How upgrade 4 gets us conveyor belts and more inventory slots. But for that we need steel plates. Thankfully we've made a constructor, or at least unlocked the ability to do that. For that I think we need this. This allows us to make reinforced iron plates. I don't know why I'm doing this because I could just put it in my inventory, or into the smelter's inventory. Which is another thing. Each machine has like an inventory, some of which have 2 or more. They will continue producing stuff until the inventory, until they're full on their output inventory. For instance, this one seems to have shut down because A, there's no power in the machine, and B, because it was almost, we'll go into that immediately, but these are probably your least efficient power source because you can see how fast it's going down. But once your inventory output is full, they'll stop producing stuff. Which does a lot for some leeway in terms of your production. But the whole goal of the game, because as it gets later, it gets incredibly hard if you have single production lines, which I did in my first playthrough. Everything was just a mess. It gets incredibly hard to progress quickly. This game would actually be pretty good for speedrunning, I believe. Considering how heavily focused around some aspects it is. Like, in particular, logistics. Eventually, you get things like trains and pipelines. That's not until quite a bit later. So I feel like watching a speedrun of this game would be incredibly satisfying, especially if it was on a time lapse. gonna make 4 iron plates. Because that means we get enough for 2 constructors. And once we have our constructors set up, I like how even the lines and stuff. We can program them to create things like this for us. Of course, we need to power them too. You have a hotbar as well? Oof, but we need concrete to make power poles to power that. You can unlock additional biomass burners as you progress as well. No, honestly, I should probably be making another what's it called? Portable miner for this. You need 10. You need 3 concrete for each. And yes, that is we will rock you. I don't want to do that because I quickly get copywritten. It's been there for several bags of concrete. The concrete is really kind of an ordeal to make if you aren't planning out well. Not space inventory. That's why we have this here. Store these flower petals for use later in coloring stuff. Store this. Yeah, it looks like our leaves are doing fine. What we need to do is make our power poles so we can start properly producing our concrete. Or iron plates, rather. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Whoops, no, that's not what we want. Why did I have Steam overlay on like that? Each basic power pole can support 4 different connections. It's a bad idea to do that right away. See, it stopped. And as you can see, you can even see the stuff inside here making the things it's gonna produce. I need to take a class for improv. My structure and sense fluidity is horrible. I know that. While we're waiting for that to work, finish converting this, and then make some conveyor belts to move stuff along. Why am I still lugging this power slug around? Wait, we need conveyor belts from doing this. And that means we need more. Yeah. I'm gonna have to build some more of these. Wait, I can just build them right here. I I've played this game for at least a good month in total, if not more. With all the time I've put in, I've started to actually, I haven't even gotten that good at it. I'm gonna put you onto the limestone over here. The cool thing about the creatures in this game is that even though they do respawn, they don't do it if you've built things where they tend to be, or they do around their spawn location. So areas that you've pacified and built stuff on, you don't have to worry about being hostile to you anymore. However, areas that aren't, that remain mostly untouched by you, you can keep going back to for the creatures' drops when they do respawn. This system is kind of as it's a double-edged sword. Since if you think you built something somewhere and you go back to it unknowingly, and they respawn, and you have low health from a previous encounter, you can end up getting yourself lost in the middle of nowhere because the map is incredibly huge. I've gotten lost on the map multiple times. It's also relatively difficult to traverse when it's when you don't have a proper vehicle for it. They literally added a vehicle called the Explorer in. Let's use those to reduce some space that we're taking up in our inventory. They added a vehicle called the Explorer just to help you with exploring place because some of the terrain is incredibly rugged. That things like the tractor or even the truck can't get through easily. This can pose a huge problem when you're trying to get places like they're way out in the wild. Which I should mention, you don't go exploring without the proper gear, health boosts, and vehicles. You may find stuff out there that you can use, that you can take back to analyze when you get the molecular analysis machine, or MAM. And you might not have space for it in your inventory, first of all. You could run into some problems that you aren't equipped to deal with, second of all. To top it all off, there's some biomes that are incredibly hostile. More than even mid to high tier players can deal with minimum preparations. For instance, I forgot that my health was so low right now. Had I just decided to go off exploring into like a cave that exists right under this rock pillar here, I probably would have gotten my butt handed to me. Don't worry about us running back and forth between these places. We got possibly the best spawn in the entire game in this run. Some areas are better than others, even amongst the set spawn locations and starting areas. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier either, but the game is somewhat replayable even without modding, because they give you a set number of spawn locations in set different starting areas, with some having advantages over others. This one is incredibly passive, and there's large clusters of resources within the large flat land spaces. So your initial vehicle issue will which will present itself eventually, will be, it's easy to pilot vehicles around here and automate things. As you can see where things are. And you also have plenty of lush foliage to start this thing off with. There's also other biomes like a desert one where you can start in. One of the deserts has just a giant rock face that the only passage is being full of hostile creatures. The place you start in that biome is almost devoid of resources, meaning you have to venture out earlier, posing big threats to your operations. I've never completed the game entirely. But I don't even plan to go back to my old save file either. It's incredibly messed up from the get-go. My factory is just sprawling out everywhere. And with this, we've unlocked conveyor belts. Next up, I think, is miners. Why does that look like a reference to Geometry Dash?
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Yes, that's a big issue with logistics, is if you don't have a plan, your conveyor belts will quickly get run over each other and everywhere. I had a huge spider web of conveyor belts in my old factory. This made rebuilding the thing to put foundations down so there was no grass a huge hassle. You'll want to have a huge plan when you start this. Conveyor belts also help to, well, obviously speed things along. But they typically do what they always do. They move things from one unit to another. This is space for a second biomass burner. Which we'll probably get next milestone, maybe? But we get Mark 1 next. How much power is this using? I could probably build a... Okay, so it's not the worst in terms of power yet. That both are running at peak efficiency right now. It's actually their base efficiency. What we could probably do is make another set up there. This is where our to-do list comes in handy. The to-do list allows you to queue things for you to do, streamlining the process of getting things so you waste less materials. We'll need as you can see behind chat, when we start producing stuff, it alters throughout. What I don't know what I'm saying. I'm so stupid today. Self-deprecation is okay in a degree, but not for everything. I just can't formulate a proper sentence. I don't know why. There's also a small delay for when you press this button down, so you don't accidentally craft stuff that you don't want to. It's really easy to do in games like Minecraft. We got enough cable and wire. Reinforced iron plates, 2. Iron rod, 65. So that's good. I love the natural ramp here, but as you progress, you unlock things like foundations and actual stairwells. I almost jumped off of there. That wouldn't have been good. Now, where should I build this? You want to build your stuff directly on the mining node. But you also don't want to build it like I just did, completely off kilter. Why is my mouse pad over there? Back on my desk. Great, now my mouse is even failing. This is what happens when you're a budget gamer. I don't want to build it there, but I guess I don't have a choice. I can always cut this down later, though. Can I grab this? Thank you. Now my main problem is that I have to make wire and cable, but more wire. Set this through. Set this to that, and that there. Alright, power poles. Nothing's gonna work until I set that up. And I'm missing iron rods. Typical. Thanks for staying on the stream. Mind letting me know your name? I'm actually getting a Patreon set up right now. So consider supporting me there if you like my content. Seems like these have stalled because I've stopped them. It's running out of things to produce. After we get our miners set up... Oh, look at that. Christmassy. Even though it's after Christmas. Roughly a week or two. That's producing iron rods. Now we have our plates. Put that in there. Yeah, I need to build some iron bars. How do I always call them iron bars? They're iron rods. No, don't. I need to fix that too. Very too long. And let's check this. I don't think it's peaked yet. At least you have those smelting up there. Don't worry, we'll explore up there eventually. I know that looks awesome. I like to call those spirals the fangs. That's a reference to a favorite series of mine called Legends of Chima in Lego. Looks like this is running a bit too high. Of course, we can't over or underclock it until we reach that power level we grabbed earlier. Which we can do once we unlock the MAM. For the MAM. Overclocking is really an advanced tactic, which I completely abused and overestimated or underestimated the capabilities of my original game. Okay, I'll put those in here, those in here. Oh wait, we need more of these. Take a bunch of that. Now we just have to make the what's it called? The cable. Why don't you need rubber for cable? That's something I've always wondered. I don't know how this is doing. Oh, it looks like that's just shut down, I think. It's important to monitor your power. That way you know when you need to start building more of these biomass burners once you unlock them. And that's going to be a problem if I don't fill that back up. So how's your week been? Mine's been going okay. Storage will eventually become a problem for me if I keep collecting too much stuff in my inventory. You can unlock more inventory spaces as you progress through the game. That should be good. If I'm not mistaken, next thing we unlock is biomass. At least I hope it is. After the miner. So once we unlock that, we can more efficiently power our stuff. What are those doing up there? It's like the present landing on top of the present. I don't even know what these fixes gifts are. They look like factory parcels. Platforming challenge. Got it. Back to the topic of power slugs, which we grazed over before. Power slugs come in three colors. Green, which is the base one. Yellow, which gives you double what they're used for, doubly effective. I think purple, which gives you 5 of what they're used for. Power crystals. Machines can be overclocked up to 150 times their normal operating capacity, using exponentially more power as they are. They can also be underclocked to reduce power consumption and production. Upgrade that. The MAM used to be stored right here.
Congratulations,
I guess they revised
you
that
have
out.
unlocked Building Miner Mark
This
1.
area out.
Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
Oh, we can't say that. No. Guess this still hasn't grown yet. One thing I wish I hope they, if they haven't already, they'd mod out was the chainsaw. When it takes chunks out of the foliage, taking those out too. Ah, biomass, perfect. But now that we have the miner set up, or not set up though. We can start. Why are they dropping these all over? What are they used for? I need to know. I must find out. Because I got 50 Fixmas gifts. I don't know what to do with them. Storage containers are a huge help, because that means that you can stop running back and forth so often. Mine. Give me all the presents. I'll have to look at the update pretty soon before it passes. Okay, we need. Why is this? Why minerals closed? I have to say, concrete isn't the best. The best resource, raw resource to. It doesn't have the best conversion rate. I'll put it that way. 3 for 1. As you can see here. Also need a spool of wire pretty soon. Iron plates, we can put that in there. Stop opening that. Wait. Oh no. Okay, good. I need to take these out first, or it will completely get rid of it once in there. Grab that and pick this up. Now we can build our miner. With this leading into here. Yeah, we also have our second biomass burner. Cool. Deposit all this in here. Connect this right up to here. Actually, wait. We're gonna switch these. So this one is heading over to this branch. And this one is heading over to here. You gotta deviate your power. Otherwise, your whole system will shut down. It's a problem I've encountered many times on my YouTube channel. Terminal Velocity Runner, what the VR stands for. This will lead into here. You can also build storage containers. So all our stuff is set in a nice, neat little warehouse area. Why would they drop it into the poison? We should probably set the storage containers up right, maybe over here. Oh, we need more iron plates, don't we? Yeah. I also put this the wrong way. So storage containers are useful because they can help you fill. They give you some leeway into what you can how do I want to put this? Build that there, and this will all start moving through here into this storage container right here. I just have to build another miner up there. And that would mean we need more concrete. I don't know why anyone likes my content, but apparently some people do. Okay, who's paying you? You gotta be being paid to watch this bottom of the bin content. I cannot wait until we get the ability to produce more biomass burners. Because that means I can expand my productions. Or the conveyor belt splitters and mergers. One funny thing I learned you can do is once you get the jetpack item via research, oh, that's not ideal. I definitely built that too close. Yeah, this is the start of something truly awful. But thankfully now we've got our copper automated. But now you can make stacks of up to 500 of these. A life hack you can do in the game is use conveyor belts to increase your your own transport speed. You know, like airport walkways, but that's a really big waste of materials, and I do not recommend it. I burned through this too. I could have just put that in the miner up there. See, I do not plan stuff. I really don't. I just... Oh, would you look at that? We're past 1 hour. You know what that means? Break time. Be right back. I'm gonna get me a drink. Okay, and we're back. Just made some tea. And oddly enough, that took just long enough for my biomass furnace to stop. Fantastic. I was hoping this wouldn't happen so early. Flower petals are actually better than leaves, believe it or not. I because they have more value in the game than leaves. Let's grab a bunch of these flowers. We've got to upgrade our resources. And soon. Because we're running out of the early game leaves, and we're going to have to go out and get more soon. I mean, like a... How much is in here? Like, I mean, it's made a 32-ounce thing of tea. Believe it or not, you actually lose a lot of water just through breathing, especially in dry, humid times like winter. So it's important to stay hydrated, especially during the cold months of the year. At least if you live in the temperate areas of the world. So since I'm talking so much, I actually expel a lot of water just through my own long-winded talking. Looks like this is still working fine. I probably shouldn't back this up either. Dump that there. Okay, now what is my goal? Oh yeah, 100 of those. I also need some metal bar though. Should set that up for my thing over there. Then I have 80 right here. It only takes one to make these. Once we get our main station set up out here and unlock things like the awesome snake, we can start putting extra resources and stuff in there. To get points we can use to unlock bonus materials to use for our planetary conquests. So make a whole bunch of these. Well, just like that we have biomass. We can make it out of wooden leaves, but not flower petals. Oh, seems like something arrived for us in the mail.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Space Elevator, Building Biomass Burner, Part Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service.
Oh, trust me, you'll be seeing a lot
Additional
more of me
knowledge.
fix it.
The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit approved protocols.
I feel like there's two main types
Note,
of
future developments should be
conquistador.
aimed at constructing the space
So,
elevator
let's-
and as
let's
such
just destroy everything
initiating
kind
project
and
assembly. Good luck.
and the semi-passive preservative kind. The first one I mentioned, their only goal is the conquest, and destroy everything that they come across. They don't care about what they pave over, they don't care about the races they destroy. Like Ponce de Leon, like the European ones from that came over to America and pretty much killed off the Mayans, etc. I'm the second kind. Man, do I want to pave everything over and just destroy the landscape just to put my industrial empire on it? It's gonna be some incriminating evidence later on, I can guarantee it. But I show restraint when I do it. I don't want to like iron everything over. But I also don't want to leave the place unconquested. Yeah, we should probably head back. Oh shoot. Those are spitters. I'll show you what they do really quickly. Spitters run around you, trying to strafe you. And they spit balls of fiery acid at you. Oh gosh, where's this guy? If he follows me too far, he just ends up back at his place. He'll respawn down there. Oh, there's a power slug up that way. See, he's not coming back here. If aliens run too far from their spawn locations, they get automatically teleported and respawn back there. So when fighting them, it's not only important to stay near the edge of the area that they spawn in, but you can make a quick getaway if you need to. Because again, some of them are super powerful and deal huge damage to you. But aliens also. Yeah, let's open up let's unlock the MAM first. Or actually, wait, should we? Nah, let's take care of this. But they also what was I saying again? Shoot. Oh yeah, but if you're fighting them and you run too far and you almost kill them, they'll respawn with full health back where you found them first. This is not a very pleasant turnout if you're brawling for like the things they're guarding. Especially if you have early game up. Yeah, see, that's a lot better fuel. It's a lot more fuel efficient. You can, of course, set up I think there's actually something like yeah, let's just focus on this right now. So what we're going to do now is set up another miner on here. If that's what we should do. We need to focus on the conveyor splitters. I think that was in there, weren't they? Yeah, the conveyor splitters and conveyor mergers. Of course, I did waste all our stuff. Well, we already deposited into it. I don't think that the whatever it's called is directly proportionate to how fast you can produce it with this. But for all I know, doing it by hand could actually be significantly faster. Than using machines to do it. And so of course you get overclocking. Which point, as long as everything's efficient, it renders your crafting bench completely null and void. Is my tea ready yet? Is it brewed yet? I don't have a tea infuser. I just have a. I prefer like the slow steep method. Get up there. Believe it or not, there's caves littered all over this area. And plenty of others too. Behind vines and other things. You just have to look for them. But in those caves are stingers. And they are not pleasant. They run up to you. If you have arachnophobia, I recommend you look away whenever I tell you to. Early on, because whenever I start to enter a cave, because that's where they lurk usually. And arachnophobia mode doesn't even resolve the issue that well. It just turns the absolutely atrocious arachnid abominations into equally atrocious feline abominations. Is my, have I gotten enough of these yet? No, I don't. I'm gonna make some more portable miners and other things in preparation for the conveyor merges I'll get from doing this. Crafting is actually really easy, just like it is in Subnautica, as well as uncrafting. I should probably utilize my, what we'll call it. Okay, 10 concrete. Two reinforced iron plates. Value a ton of those screws. I have to deposit some of this. Why do I even need that this fixing skiffs? Because again, like they don't do all that much for me. They just kind of sit in my inventory and take up space. I mean, I'll accept them because it's rude to decline gifts because someone went out of their way to make that for you. Likewise, someone in the dev team went out of their way to make 3D models and inventory icons for them. But I don't know what they're used for yet. I wonder if the fixers update will be coming back next year. 10 concrete. We can make 33, that's good. But that's what I need to do. I need to get the biomass burner set up. I still have enough. I just need more cable. Wait, actually, no, I don't. think I've met all the requirements for this. Okay, so first we build the miner. Then we built the constructor. Oh shoot. This is in the way. As is this conveyor belt. That's actually the wonderful thing about Satisfactory. Once you're probably expecting me to tell you what that is, so I will. I trust me, I will. I'm just getting really tired right now. That's why I made my tea. Still not done yet. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, is that when you have to rewrite your entire production process, it becomes incredibly easy still. What was this one making? Yeah, this one's making iron rods, so this one will make iron plates. Let's put this thing right here. That's 3. Now we just need to connect this to here. Now for the biomass burner that we're going to build. It's better to be underpowered than overpowered. That's what I've learned. Yeah, fire barrels burn incredibly slow. Why do I always forget that? Almost as slow as biomass, actually. This here, and this up to here. You'll see why in a minute. Just as soon as we finish this milestone. And what's this tea with this brew already? What's with the flavor? What am I doing? Oh, I'm on the conveyor belt. I know it's gonna absorb me. No. Ah, whatever. Eventually you unlock faster conveyor belts, and that speeds up your process considerably. But you have to overclock it accordingly. That's the main problem with that. I could probably build it. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll build another biomass burner here. And make a constructor for concrete. Just solely for concrete. While we're waiting for... I've been studying speedruns, so a key to doing that in crafting games like this is to maximize all your productivity and not wait for things to happen. Really? I can't build it here? Oh, I still have this on here. Those green lines show you exactly where your barrels and stuff can go to make it straight. Oops, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Let's switch this back. Trust me, in due time we'll unlock better, more efficient means to power our things, so we can deconstruct some of these biomass burners. I mean, again, I probably should have done my last playthrough, which wasn't even a playthrough. I just sort of played until my computer died on me because of a failing hard drive. It was a disk drive and not a solid state. So, that's probably one reason it failed. Tear up everything. Oh, hello there, Pixie. What are you doing here? And there is copper over there. So if I need to, I can build a wire setup. Concrete. And yes, you can build machines to make biomass for you. But I don't see the need to yet. Once we get the chainsaw, we probably could. But we don't have that yet. So we're stuck with minimal amounts of it. I think 500 converts to... How much biomass does that convert to? should be relatively filled with... Seriously, not yet? I thought it would have been filled up with copper, or... Why do I say copper? Well, it's good enough. Wants a ho-ho-ho...
Milestone reached.
box?
Conveyor belts can now
Oh,
merge,
box, yeah.
split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
That was a problem. Let's see here. We need to build our conveyor merger here. Come on. How do I do this? No! That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Nope. Can't do it that way. We need to set up an instructor. First we have to get out of the way of what we're going to set up. Can you stop glitching? Come on. I just want to streamline this relatively opportunely, I guess is the word. You get in there. Get there. Oh, and I destroyed all the stuff that was inside my machines, too. Come on, can you just build it? Come on! You're supposed to be able to clip these onto the conveyor belt, but it's not working.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-It freighter re-entry complete.
What the heck? Oh, here. I think that's a Fix-It freighter. Is my teeth finally done? It's done enough. I'm stuck in my chair. Next thing to work on is this. Because we can get this done right off the bat. We have 80 of 300, so we need 88 of 300. A ton more, that's what we need. This should hopefully be enough. 200 something. $228, I think. Plug these into here. Nope, 236 or 300. I hate maps sometimes. Actually, I hate math all the time. It's just not fun. Really? I need more wire? I'm 295, 300. We can launch this.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field.
Oh, okay.
To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons.
It would have,
Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
hit it right on its underside. That's been interesting to see. So, object scanner. Yeah, I have to build it, don't I? Yep. Now I need beacons. And steel plates. Like, seriously, this hasn't been doing anything? Oh, it's not powered. I'm so stupid sometimes. But now let's build the MAM. Molecular analysis. We need 15 cable, 5 iron reinforced iron plates, and 45 wire. Once we build the MAM, we're probably going to end it for the day. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. What was that? Oh, it's that. It's the, rock pile. I'm dealing with some severe lag right now. Gonna get the copper out of my inventory too when we're doing this. $11, 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we can build the MAM, right? Over... Where should we build it? I wonder if we could build it in here. Nope, we can't. Sadly. We can't do it old school. With this, we can start analyzing power slugs to work on overclocking. It also requires us to get more. Plug that into here.
New recipe unlocked. New
We'll
research
also work on
available
this.
in the MAM.
We're going to need to collect more power slugs as well, so that could be a stream in and of itself, is venturing out to collect those things. Because they can get into some pretty odd spots, like all the way up there. On top of that. Once we have the overclocking done, we will be done for this stream. So I'd like to take the time now to thank you for watching and staying with me for so long. I know my comment isn't the best, it's not like first grade humor or anything, but I'm honestly working on it, and it means a lot that people are watching my content. I will probably put my Patreon in, well, somewhere, if it's not on my Twitch already. So consider supporting me there. I don't ask for much. Roughly maybe $3. And that would honestly be enough to help me out quite a bit right now. If it's not in my Twitch channel, I'll have to work on it. Skip frames detected. Oh jeez. So that's a thing that's happening. Now where's the stuff I'm supposed to be doing? And by the time this is done, we'll be back live. Hopefully tomorrow. So thanks for watching my streams. See you next time. I'll be on Patreon quite possibly, and Terminal Velocity signing out.